Hello, everybody. I'm Feather. Welcome to Feathered Leo Tarot, where it's Leo here all the time. And it doesn't matter where it's at in your chart or if you're a cross watcher. Thank you all for your support. Get those thumbs up if you're here during the live. Click that live chat button down below. It is free, and come say hello to me wherever it pops up on your device. Let's talk about love today. Let's see what's going on in your situation. Just know that my messages can be heavy. They tend to be a little heavier. If you resonate, you resonate. If you don't, you don't. Move on and watch something else if it's too much for you, okay? Let's jump into the reading screen, shall we? I appreciate all of your love and your support and your amazing replay rockstar comments. I'm not really sure where this is going today. Okay, well, let's find out. Good morning. How are you doing, Lioness? Yeah, beautiful creature, you. I hope you're all doing well. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about love. What's going on? Ooh, judgment. Making a big, firm decision based on experiences, life experiences. Ooh, I just missed the card. Oops. Lady in red, she's dancing with me, cheek to cheek. Nobody here, just you and me. Who sings that? Lady in Red. I know I just butchered it, but I did it on purpose. Oh. You just emperored up. You either just did this or this is about to happen. And you did it from a place of self-respect. Oh boy, you could have been dealing with Aries, Taurus, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Sag, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, strong Scorpio. Looks like, if you haven't yet, looks like there is a huge decision and a judgment being laid on someone. Lack of love. Golly. So this has already happened. So a tower has already occurred in the situation, but you are making the judgment call either now or over the next couple weeks. I don't see this going out any further than Aries season, to be honest with you. So the next couple weeks, no. Like, tower's already come down. Maybe you had a disagreement, an argument, a fight, but you're making a big, major life lesson based decision here. And what has happened was, this could have been somebody who was overly controlling, abusive, someone whom maybe you gave a lot of time and attention to. You may have overgiven to this person. You may have devalued yourself. I'm saying that. You'll see why I say that in a second. But you've overgiven to this person. This person may have just wanted friends with benefits, or they just wanted the passion part of the connection. There's an element of resentment and anger here, but there's also an element of overgiving to this person. Like, you tried to give your heart to this person, and this person only wanted the physical connection or your attention in some way. The tower has already come down. These are big cards here. Big. The Emperor says that you had to lay down, or you are in the process of laying down, very strong boundaries in regards to this person. Okay? Because you learned a lesson of self-worth. That's self-worth, self-respect. You want something solid, and that's what you're going after. You're going after a new connection, a very stable connection, one that is built on a relationship that is built on stability and long-term ethics. Like, I want the long-term with somebody. I want the real deal. I want long-term stability. No. You could have been dealing with somebody who was very, very controlling, tried to control the dynamic. They wanted it their way, always their way, had to be their way. There's no other choice. And when you are in a connection like this, you can, most people, especially if you are empathic, you may ignore your empathic nature. You may ignore your intuition. You may ignore what your internal self is telling you to do in regards to this situation. A lot of times we are very empathic. We stay connected to somebody because we're attracted to them. There's a passion or a chemistry between us, or we even bend to someone's will to save face or to make things right or to balance things out. Okay, well, I'll give in. And you continue to give in until you're depleted emotionally, because there's just no stopping people like this. They're takers. And I'm not saying this is a bad person. That's on you to decide. But these kind of people it's all about them. It's a selfishness. It's all about them. They have to have it their way. It's got to be their way all the time. Real deal situation. And if you're empathic, you're going to give because you care about the person until you don't. Until it comes to the point where you can't take it anymore. You're exhausted emotionally. You're depleted. You're sad. You're depressed. You're more lonely than you are a couple. You feel more alone than anything. It's really not a great energy to be in. Big decisions and big boss moves here. When you decide, you know what, I care about myself and I respect myself, and regardless of how you are, I'm defeating this. I'm making this big decision. I will not rebuild another tower here with this person at all. I will avoid a tower. I will stand my ground. I will guard my empire, and I will nurture myself here. I will focus on my own foundation, my own money, my own family, things that I've got going on in my life. I will stabilize myself and prepare for new. That is what you're doing here. That is what you're doing here. This is all combined. That's what you're doing. You're like, I will give my respect and my best to a new person. So there's a new person here. Looks like they're coming in on the scene within the next couple days, couple weeks. You're like, I value myself and what I've got going on in my life, my money, my job, my career, my home. I am really putting my energy into that. And you will not get access to that. You're not giving this person access to your 3D reality. There's something deeper going on here, and I want to know why you're keeping this person away from, you're keeping this person away from your home, away from, you're not letting them in. Okay, because you've seen that this wasn't, there is time associated here, but time after time, this person never changes. Nothing changes with this person. So you are releasing this person. You're saying that there's no change here. This person never changes. They don't change their ways. Yeah, you're not interested in it anymore. You're saying you've seen it for what it truly is, and you're absolutely depleted. 4 of Cups. This person has depleted you emotionally. Well, you allow it, but you're saying, I see the truth in the situation. I see it. This person does not prioritize me, or they put me as an option. This person doesn't accept my love, no matter how many times I've tried to give this person my love. They don't want it. And I'm interested in building something solid with someone. This isn't desirable to you anymore. It may have been at some point, but at this time, I believe that you're shutting this down big time. You're not interested in it. I'm done. I've put enough time and energy. The time has come that I sever ties with this. See it for what it truly is, and it is no longer a part of my desire. I do not desire this any longer. Not at all. Okay. All right. So you're making a decision to value yourself and what you've got going on. Maybe you run your own home, own your own business, whatever you've got. You may be a single mom, single dad, something like that. You're saying this person has no access to what I've got going on. My money, my family, like they're not getting access to what they're not a part of my 10 of Pentacles anymore. So this could be you kicking someone out. You're basically kicking them out of your life here. This person may have been a part of your life for a long time with the Wheel of Fortune, but you're saying the time has come. This has got to go. So you've seen it for what it truly is, and it may not feel great, but you're saying they don't have access to the best parts of me, and they're damn sure not getting my money. Yeah, there it is. There's the ending, and you did it. You did it, and you're ready for new. Okay, you had the audacity, how dare you, to stand up for yourself, but you did it with such grace and such beauty, male or female. You saw the tower for what it was. You may have brought the tower down on this person very quickly, very swiftly. But you, as the Empress and the Emperor, you yourself said, you know what? I am grace, I am beauty, I am amazing, and I don't deserve this. And you are saying, you know what? I'm not going to be hurt by this. I'm not going to be hurt by it anymore. Let me pull the tower down. Let me pull the tower down on this. Let me put an end to all of this pain, this overthinking, this betrayal, all of it. You're shutting it down. You're shutting it all the way down. And you're doing it from a place of Empress. You are protecting your home. You're protecting your family. You're protecting your children. You're protecting your empire here. What you've created and what you've built from the ground up by yourself. So you may have a lot of money. You may have a lot of status. You may take care of a lot of different people, a lot of different things. You may have a huge family. You may have a huge support group. Whatever it is, you may or may not. I don't know. But whatever you value, you're saying, I value real stability, home life, family life, and somebody that is long-term. Something that's long-term. That's what I'm putting my pentacle into. That's what I value. You don't get access to that. So you're turning your back. You've sent out the troops. So you've already sent out this communication, or you will be very, very soon. That brings down this tower. So you are essentially saying, as an Empress, I'm washing my hands clean of this situation. I'm sending out my troops to handle it. So you are sending out this communication very rapidly that brings down this tower, and you're very okay with it. You're very content with it. You're like, I don't need this in my life. This I do not need. This is not something I'm interested in any longer. Let's shut it down. So this could have been an attempt to reconcile. This could have been any number of things, but 10 of Swords is you saying, I'm done. I'm done. Bring it down. Bring down the tower. It may hurt, but I'd rather hurt from a place of respect and dignity and self-value than to continue to put my energy in that any longer. Congratulations. That is self-respect, self-worth. I love it. How are y'all doing? Hey, everybody in shadows. What's up? There is a beauty in that. So let's take a look at this new energy we've got going on the board here. You're saying that's all I'm going to give. I will only nurture a long-term stable relationship that is solid, something I can trust. This over here, I don't know what it was. Maybe you held on to a very unhealthy control, like there was a really controlling individual in your life. Whoever it was. Maybe you were married to him. I don't know. Maybe they were married. I don't know. Okay. Decisions. Well, you are seeing things quite clearly, and you are making the decision that is best for you. So congratulations. If you say so, I'm going to go with that. And you're saying I will only nurture long-term, real deal, stable things that have a solid, like, it's like this is tower reversed energy over here. So anytime you try to rebuild or build with this person, it just crumbles. Okay? You may have a repetitive cycle with that because there's a 10 swords here. You're saying stability only. Thank you very much. Stability only. What's up, Sheila? Aw, thank you. You're so awesome. Thank you for that beautiful comment. I accept it. It looks like there's been a lot of arguments, disagreements, or maybe several attempts to try and get this to be built on something solid to become something solid, or maybe there was a lot of lies and betrayal in the situation. You're done. And you're only focused on something you could trust, someone you could trust, somebody that you could get to know, and somebody that's only interested in a similar path as you, which is self-respect, self-worth. I know who I am and I know what I want. And you already uphold this yourself with the 10 of Pentacles. You don't need anybody else. Not as an Empress. No, you're showing Emperor, Empress energy here. It's not always easy, and it can be very painful to make an executive decision that shuts down a relationship that you really wanted or you tried to make work many, many times or over a long period of time. Okay. So yeah, you may be in a little bit of pain, maybe a lot of crazy thoughts going on right now, a lot of stress, it's what happens. But you're saying regardless of that, I'll handle that just like I handle everything else. As an Empress, most of you are probably females. Most of you probably have raised your own children or are single moms or single dads. You're like, I really don't need this in my life. I really can deal without it. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm already doing it on my own and I really don't need this kind of distraction in my life, I'd rather just continue doing what I do and doing it well. And I will pull down this tower just as easily as I build other things and create life and do amazing shit for myself and take care of my responsibilities in life. And I am my own support system here, and I will support myself, or I have a support system to help me get through this. I'd rather shut that down and I'll handle the pain. I really don't think that it's going to hurt too much. Not really. I don't think that it'll be long. I think that you'll be very surprised at how quickly you recover from this, to be honest with you. Let's talk about this new person. And I like the energy over here is if this is a new person coming in or that you're talking to, this looks rather good. But even if it's not a new person yet, you are really focused on manifesting this. And as an Empress, you're going to do that, male or female. So it's like you're very you're very solid within self. Man, you know, you're a really solid individual. Why would you put up with those kinds of things? I don't know. Maybe it was somebody trying to get back with you. Maybe it was somebody presenting you with a passion. Maybe it was a passion project, or somebody that just wanted to, you know, get in your pants or try to sway you into a relationship by feeding your ego or offering you sex and, you know, try and get back in good with you. You're done with that. You're like, no. If that's what you have to offer me, really, I'd rather vomit. I'd rather vomit and eat it than deal with you. That kind of thing. Like, that's the kind of thing that you're dealing with here. Like, I would so much rather deal with the pain of bringing this tower down than to deal with you trying to rebuild in a tower coming down anyway. Yeah. That sounded really nasty. I'm sorry. Aw, Redbeard, you're so sweet. Sending you love and hugs. Your youngins too. All right. Very thoughtful. I got my kids. I got my kids to do that too. Always making gifts or cards and stuff like that. We do that. It's very thoughtful. Tell me about this page of coins. Man, you're serious. Okay. So, some of you have some options. You're talking to a couple different people. Okay. So we're going to find out more here in just a second. I want to see if we can get any kind of timing on this. Some of you are already talking to someone new or a couple different people. You definitely have options here. I see like 2 different people already, possibly 3, up to 7. So some of you may be like online dating. Some of you may flirt and talk to different people throughout your day, stuff like that. Where are we going? Over here. Okay. So tell me about this. So you're really kind of, it's like you haven't really figured out who yet. Yeah. Okay. You're in the process. So over the next from now over the next 3 months, it looks like, actually shorter than that. Looks like by Aries season, like a month. So you've got a couple different options, and I think that you're going to choose the new options over this King of Wands. So this King of Wands reverse is in your energy still. The one that treated you badly, treated you unfairly, did you wrong. This is one of your options, and you have a new option here, okay? So you may be going through a divorce or may have finalized a divorce, but there's somebody here, and it's this person here, the King of Wands reversed. They're showing up again in your energy. So for most of you, they're still in your energy, but they're not going to come in to make things right. It doesn't look like they're going to try and make anything right. They may not even try to communicate with you, but they're in your energy somehow. Tell me, okay. So a lot of you are just getting yourself to the place where it looks like you're going to sever ties with this person. It looks like that you either have or you will be severing ties with the King of Wands reverse. That a person may be very bitter, very angry, very resentful, extremely controlling, possibly abusive, or maybe just wanting the sexual component of a relationship. They don't want anything solid. They don't want marriage. They don't want nothing solid. Communication is absolutely poor and shitty. You are severing ties with this, healing yourself, and I believe it's going to be a lot sooner than you expect. Your heart is going to be opening up a lot faster than you expect. Well, like I told you, when you send out this communication and you sever ties with this, that's the biggest energy here. Once you do that, or even within yourself, like, I'm not going back to this, I'm not doing this again, that's a realization that happens, or an epiphany, or even an actual action where you're doing this with this person. You're saying, I will take my chances. I will take my chances. I will allow this to hurt, but it ain't going to hurt long. It won't. It's actually not going to be as painful as you think it's going to be. I think you're actually going to be freeing yourself of a huge burden. And it's almost as if the day you make this final decision to cut ties with this, mentally, physically, if it's real deal in the real life, or if it's just within yourself, once you make this final decision with the judgment, it's almost as if as soon as you shut it down, you feel absolutely amazing. You feel refreshed, renewed. You have more energy. You free up a lot of mental space, a lot of mental confusion, a lot of anxiety and stress that you've been carrying for a long time. You'll be very surprised your heart's going to open up so quickly. Like, finally, I feel my heart again. I feel good again. Yeah. You take this time to introspect and do what's best for you as the hermit. You heal very, very quickly. Like, this is a very healing disconnect. Hello, Melissa. How are you doing? This is a very, I'm telling you, as soon as you sever ties with it and you see it clearly for what it truly is, and you sever ties with it. Done. There's the victory card. There's the devil card that has held you back. So once you do what is best for you, you know that you're not on the same page with this person. You know you can't get on the same page with this person. I'm really trying to move you towards the new person, but you've got to deal with this devil, whatever this devil was. This actually held you down and held you back for a very long time. You gain victory over the devil here. You move away from it victoriously. This is a very healing severing of ties, like one that's been needed for a very long time, and you're finally like, it's time. It's time. It's like no longer thinking about it, no longer stressing about it, no longer worrying about it, stressing about it, being concerned with it. As soon as you sever ties with it, it frees you up to feel good again, to feel great, probably the best you've ever felt. To be honest with you, as the Empress, like, I'm good. I'm great, actually. I'm doing what's responsible and what's respectful for myself. I'm really taking care of myself here. It's an empowerment that it's just kind of blowing my mind here. You're going to be feeling very empowered by this disconnect, really. Because this devil, it was a very unhealthy connection at best. I shall say that. Some of you, it was way more toxic than, we don't have to go back there. You know what you dealt with. You know what you've been dealing with. And this could have been a codependent connection, any number of things like that, okay? But it wasn't healing. You're saying you no longer want to put energy into it. It was a star at some point for you. It was really something that was total wish fulfillment for you, but it became toxic or unhealthy, and you're letting it go. And letting it go, it frees you to move forward very victoriously. Some of you may feel like an absolute devil. Some of you may feel very evil. What I'm saying is some of you may feel really bad. That's true for somebody here. Some of you may feel very bad for having to do what you're doing here and disconnecting from this person. And I don't want guilt. It's like, don't worry about the guilt. Don't worry about the shame. You need to let that go. You need to feel like a victor in your life. You need to have a win. This is a win over a very long period of time of an unhealthy connection. Whatever that unhealthy, whether it was addictions, abuse, whatever it was, it's not on your level. You're an Empress, Queen of Pentacles here, desiring 10 of Pentacles and 4 of Wands. This was not that. Okay? So, it's like as soon as it's like it's finally time to heal from this. So congratulations. It's like maybe one day you wake up and you realize that you no longer think about that person, or you get the divorce papers and you finalize everything and it sets you free to just breathe again. Like, okay, I got the house, I got the kids, or everything. It's like everything is falling into place now as it should be. You knew this was not meant to be, or it was a very karmic connection. A lot of you say karmic connection. Karma is both good and bad. It's not always bad, but it was a cycle that was on repeat that needed to be shut down. There was a lesson there. What that lesson for you, I believe, was self-worth, self-respect. And there is an element of major solid boundaries being put in place to protect yourself and your family or your children or your home life or your investments, long-term investments. You're like, I'm protecting that, and I am empowering myself to do so. So moving on. Like, wow, okay. The best is yet to come. That's something I just heard. The best is yet to come. Some of you are very, very angry right now at this person, or some of you, this person is very angry at you as you're moving on. You're opening up to new options. You're ready for the next steps. You're ready for moving forward in your life, and this person may not like that. I don't think this person is very happy with your decision. They don't have to be. It's your decision, right? So the new, it's really important that you understand this is fast, and it's actually happening faster than you expect. This disconnect, or this total severing of ties from this, it's a renewal energy. It's a very empowering energy, and it helps you heal a lot faster than you realize. Yeah, some of you may be blocking this person as you are manifesting. You are manifesting, and you're overcoming. I'm telling you, the Tower again. You are so ready to, what you're doing is you're done with the towers, you're done with the rebuilds. Again, the Temperance, you're healing yourself, you're done. Like the tower, the breakup, the tension, the fighting, all of it, you're saying you're ready to you're ready to be done with it. You're ready to manifest new. So I believe that you are actually forgiving yourself and forgiving this person. I believe that you're doing this healing on your own. You're closing down this cycle of pain for yourself. So I believe you're going within. For most of you, if you're not actually dealing with somebody, you've already dealt with them. The Tower has already happened. I believe this is forgiveness. And it's like as soon as you just turn your back on it and say, you know what? I love and appreciate myself and for what I've been through, and for what I've got, my family, my friends, my children, my home, my job, all this. This person wasn't a part of that. They're no longer a part of that, or they didn't want to be a part of that, or whatever. And you're having this conversation for yourself, inside of yourself, for most of you, that helps you to close this down. That helps you to figure out that this no longer needs to be a part of your life. And I love that. The healing is yours. The healing is all yours. So some of you may have been holding on to a lot of hate, a lot of resentment, a lot of bitterness, and you're really seeing it clearly now. And you're saying, I no longer need to hold on to this person or this hatred or this resentment. I am forgiving them, but I do not need to allow them back. You know what I mean? They don't need to come back, but I forgive them. So in doing that, you are actually manifesting balance within your heart space. You're like, I'm protecting myself from this person. I'm putting up strong boundaries. I've had enough of this. I've had enough of this pain. I'm done with this pain. I'm ready to experience life and to enjoy life and to date and have more options in life and to just enjoy what life has, what I have, what life brings me. This is like, I can forgive them, but they're not coming back. That's a very deep, serious wound that you heal for yourself when you could say, you know, I've hated this person. I've been mad at this person. I've had a lot of resentments towards this. And yeah, it's not just a minuscule kind of forgiveness. It's saying, it's really thinking about it and really going, you know what, I no longer need to hold on to this. I don't need this energy in my life anymore. I am so free that I can choose to be free from all thoughts of this person, all stress associated with this person, all of the chaos, all of the fighting and the tension. I don't need it anymore. I don't need that anger and that resentment. I don't want it holding me back anymore, because if I'm thinking about this person, then I'm probably manifesting this person. If I'm up in my head always worried and concerned about what's going on with this person or hating this person, I'm manifesting them back into my life. That's not what I want to manifest. It's having this realization. The tower's on this. I'm telling you, as soon as you sever ties with, energetically, maybe you're doing a cord cutting, I don't know. I have those available for you if you would like to rent or purchase one, in the links in the description. It's like, as soon as you wrap this up and you see this and you sever ties with this, or you have that really deep forgiveness of this person or yourself, whatever, it frees you instantly. It's a major healing, a major freeing, and it frees your heart for new things. And it lightens your energy instantly. Like, I don't need to be with that person. I don't need to carry that energy with me anymore. It wasn't for me. And it instantly shifts you into, your heart just feels so much better. So much better. So much better. And you turn your back on it and go in a different direction. So you have some new options and some new suitors and some new options and opportunities coming up very soon. Some of you between now and the summertime. Some of you within the next month. I'm not sure how quickly you are. It doesn't look like you're interested in moving quickly into anything, but you're willing to talk to new people and get to know people on a deeper level, on an emotional level. And it's like, I want to get to know people on an emotional level. I'm ready to open up to love. It is time. And I have some of you talking to someone very soon that is actually on your level intellectually. Communication, like very serious conversations. Give me just a little bit on that. Like, you'll be talking to somebody that it's like, you may be talking to somebody new that's now or very soon, within the next month. I think for most of you, month to 2 months at the most, that's the communication is very healing for you. So it may be a therapist. It may be a therapist for some of you that helps you overcome this loss, this grief, this sadness. But I believe this is a person whom it's not so much in the it's not so much, it's more communication than anything. So some of you, again, this could be a teacher, a spiritual leader, I think a therapist for some of you, a counselor for some of you. This could just be a trusted friend or someone that you meet and you start talking to, and the communication is so fluid, it's so loving, and it's very healing for you in your heart space. Even if you're not building with this person in the 3D, this person helps you overcome that grief and sadness, and it helps you to blossom. It helps you to feel so much better about yourself and move forward, you know? That is so great. I love that. Yeah, I don't see it as like it's not, I don't think it's a relationship, not, I don't see it as an intimate relationship, although it is. So that's why I say the communication is very healing. This is somebody that you're bonding with in an emotional capacity. A lot of communication, a lot of intelligent conversation, a lot of healing communication. I don't know if you're falling in love with this person. I feel as if this is more of a connection with a friend, and maybe you are falling in love with this person. Maybe you are blending cups with someone new. But I see it more as you're not building in the 3D. There's no actual 3D component to this. So this may be somebody at a distance that you're talking to, or somebody online that you're talking to. It's more of you're not building anything solid with this person. You're not partnering with this person other than communication and emotion. Where it goes, I don't know, but it allows you to heal and to come out of this 5 of Cups. So even if this doesn't become a relationship, like I said, it's a very healing, loving communications. I mean, a lot of it too. Very, very healing. Deeply, deeply healing. I love that. So some of you, again, it's a counselor or a therapist or a spiritual leader or a trusted friend that you just have a lot of communication with, a lot of conversations with, that just really help you to overcome the things of the past and to stop focusing on all of the shit that didn't go right. Okay? And that allows you to open yourself up to love and to maybe be ready in the future for someone new. But this is a great energy. Like if you're going to meet somebody new, and this is a great person to meet. This is like your own personal therapist, or somebody you really just can communicate with about anything and everything, no judgment. And that's a beautiful thing, especially if you've been dealing with a tyrant or an abusive individual or somebody who you couldn't talk to. Again, therapy, counselor, or trusted friend that just gets you on every level. And maybe that's where a new relationship starts. Maybe it starts with the communication and the emotional connection. And in the future, maybe it goes somewhere after that. But that's going to be up to the both of you. So I'm not sure what you've got going on here, but it looks beautiful, especially for you, because it allows you to heal your heart space and release yourself really quickly from whatever this is. Sometimes we meet people, maybe you just run into somebody at the coffee shop and, they're like, hey, how are you doing? Strike up a conversation with you while they're standing in line or something. And then you both sit down and have a coffee together. And then it's like you start talking about, I don't know, the world and everything, your spirituality. You start talking about everything under the sun. And, I'm not saying that's how it's going to happen, but it could. Some of you may be online dating and you just happen to attract somebody that really likes to communicate, and they may not be interested in building anything solid just yet, but it's like, damn, they can communicate and they're intelligent. Well, isn't that nice? compared to what you've been through, and that loving friendship may grow into something more, maybe just friendship. But at least having that person in your life where you have been through something really, really heavy, really, very, very, and it allows you to start to open up, start to feel good again, to see your worth. Maybe somebody helps you see your own worth. Maybe somebody helps you see that there is better people out there for you, and that there are people who do want real relationships that aren't going to treat you the way that you've been treated before. Maybe you just needed to meet somebody that helped you realize that. And once you start having those communications, it's like, oh my God, hey, guess what? I actually attracted somebody. I manifested somebody to talk to. I manifested somebody completely opposite of who I was dealing with. Even if we're not in a relationship, I manifested somebody I could talk to about anything and everything, no judgment. I manifested somebody I could spend time with and talk about emotions with. There are people who are actually intelligent and emotional. Oh my gosh. So let's start with those kinds of like, oh my gosh, I did this. I manifested this, and it feels good. And the more it feels good, guess what happens? The more you attract people like that into your life that are on your level. And that's what I want for you, to start to see that there are people that are on your level as you're doing this healing. And I think it's going to happen a lot faster than you expect. I really do. So congratulations. You have a very loving, healing, communicative connection coming in for you. And again, some of you, it may be online counseling or therapy. I don't know what it is. Somebody from a distance you connect with. And it just allows you to blossom into such an amazing person, because you see what you can manifest, that there are better people out there. There are better connections out there. And once you start feeling better and better, and you see what your target is the 10 of Pentacles and the 4 of Wands, it can happen very soon, much faster than you realize. So namaste, my friends. I know what it feels like to have to go through those kinds of connections. I know what kind of energy it takes to overcome those kinds of connections. And I know how it feels to not deal with those kinds of connections anymore. I've been there. I've done that. Whew, have I ever? That's why I'm here. And it feels so good to know that there are better people suited for you coming into your life. And the more you feel good and you feel confident and you feel good about yourself and making these decisions, it's like, you're not going to be thinking about this person as much as you were before. You won't be stressing about feeling that anger and frustration once you connect with this one person. It's like you'll be very surprised at how good you feel. And I want to thank you so much for participating in today's show. I hope this helped in some way, shape, or form. Like, share, subscribe, join the tribe. And I hope to see y'all around real soon. Until next time, namaste.